Hey world, thanks for joining us on Talent Talk. As you can see, that clearly didn't say Talent Talk. It goes by, it says Talent Talk. There's all this noise and stuff and pictures, mostly of Gary, because it's his show. I'm your guest host, Chingaze. That's just the first of the problems. Let's see what other problems we can figure out. So today, I'm joined with a dear friend, an activist, a comedian, an actress. Actress? Am I allowed to say that? Actor? I don't know. And her name is Adora. And let me try and get her last name right. It's Nwofor. That could be right. Please help me welcome. I can already tell she's like, no, that's so not right. Please help me welcome Adora. Hey, Adora. How are you? How are you?
Fantastic.
Are you?
I
Oh,
am.
that's good. Now, I wish you got to see the start of the show because, there's a thing. There's all this graphic artwork and stuff. Ugh. Oh, well.
There's
Um,
none of you there. Like
I
your head's
never,
not.
I never watched the show. So that's right. They don't
Okay.
pay me to watch. I'm in it, but not to win it. So, Adora, what? First of all, thank you for joining us on this super, super last minute thing. Super last minute thing. Very,
Happy to be here. Yeah.
very sweet of you. Um, I can see in your room. I shouldn't make fun of anyone's room. There's children's comic books behind me, but you have other blue outfits. Were these second choices, or are they
Uh,
just like this is my blue room?
it's kind of my blue room. But also like this one here
Yes.
was a little bit too see-through for tonight. And I didn't know, 18 plus or not. So got me in a sweatshirt. And yeah, I mean this one has something in it. It says black with a capital B.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
is that on the hanger,
It's on
or
a
is that
hanger,
in the shirt?
yeah. There's a shirt that says black with a capital B, and then there's
Oh,
a
the
jacket
T-shirt.
over
Yeah,
the shirt.
gotcha. Sometimes you see those hangers, and they get like the full paper. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, you went to some fancy black dry cleaning place, and they're
Yeah.
like, and they're advertising, hey guys, when you're writing black, do it with a capital B. And you're like,
You-
okay, I just wanted a clean frock, but thank you.
Look at that marketing.
We're always learning, which is good. Um, so, Miss Adora, yeah, you drink, and I'll just lean back for a second, and then let us discuss how we first met. How's that as a
Mm.
thing? Should I go?
Yeah, you go. Let's hear
What?
what you
Oh,
think.
okay. Well, it was on a feature film
Hmm.
in the mild 80s. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
Yes, yes.
I didn't know this then, but I found out later that we both went for black parts. We both auditioned
Mm.
for black roles. We both got it. That's just how that happened. And you were also doing the makeup on it. And so I just
Yeah.
thought of you as an actor who was taller than me, who could also had another skill of doing makeup. And then later, oh man, we already have a comment disturbing my stuff. Hey, Jamie says hi. I'm going to put that on there. Look at that. Boom. Jamie, hi, Jamie. Get out of here. Thank you. I mean, keep watching, but, off the screen. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was probably talking about myself, as I often do, being a jackass actor. Oh, yes. So the makeup. But then I found out later that you also do stand up. And then I disliked you.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Because I can deal with a person being able to one or maybe two things. But once you
Oh.
get into more than two things, I don't want to be around. Oh,
Yeah.
uh, speaking of that movie, just for a second though, just for a second, I I'm not sure what I can't remember your character now. If you were playing this girl's mom or like older sister or like whatever the hell it was, care person, but there was an actor in that film who decided one day that they were going to be huge, and they didn't sign something, and like the people who made the movie had to cut around.
Ah!
And so like they cut out most of your stuff,
Yeah.
all your hard
Yeah.
work. And then for me, whenever I had a little scene, it was like just like boom, close, because like they were like just here, and so there's just my pores. You had to get right into my pores. Anyway, that's enough about that. But there are a lot of nuts I find in the film world, just nuts. Oh hey,
Uh,
who is
I
this?
feel like the first day we
Do you know? Do you know
the
who this
first
is?
day. Hi, Jonah.
Hey Jonas, what up? I mean, you're being interviewed.
I
If you
just,
just keep
I
writing
just,
things.
right, right. I feel like the first time we met it was at the audition,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
and yeah, you definitely referenced my height, and I thought, oh, here comes the nonsense, and
Here's
it
another one.
has not stopped since. But I love it, and you are right. I totally forgot about that. That somebody was VIP or boundary. We don't know what it was, but yeah, I think there. And I was a young boy's parent,
Okay.
and like an auntie because
An
we love
ante.
an
That would have
auntie.
been it. Yeah, because yeah, you definitely not old enough to have played, but I don't concentrate on other people. I find, as far as acting, just be greedy. Just know your own stuff and let the world revolve around you.
Listen,
Um,
stop, absolutely not. You knew every one of your lines. You knew everybody else's lines. You were so
no,
helpful and
no,
useful and cute. And then
no.
sometimes you're funny. I mean, so
I
so
take umbrage to a lot of what you said. um,
we were just there having fun. Quite frankly, we were just having a great time.
we were,
Yeah.
we were, and just 15, 16 years later, uh, you look the same, but I'm a shell of myself now.
Ugh.
Hey, what do you, if I was to speak about you in public, which I don't do anymore, but how would I refer, what do you like being referred to as? Do you like it, activist has gotten like, it feels really high up on that. So what do you, yeah, there's a question in there.
Uh, I'm an accidental activist. It's not something that I really sought out to do, but it's the person that I am on a regular basis. And yeah, hashtag Adora ruined it again because that's how it has been. Yeah, on a regular basis. I'm like, hey, but look, here's some information. To, or this, or watch. I swear it is PG-13.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm an accidental activist. Really, it's because I was advocating for myself, and I don't like to see people in harm. I don't like to see people feeling bad. And part of why I'm a comedian because sarcasm is my friend's middle name partner, and it saved me. It saved me a lot from being the giant black person all over the place and people thinking that I was mean first, and I was like, "Come on, come. I'm cute first, then I'm mean. If you make a deposit." But so yeah, Adora, statuesque,
That,
comedian. Yeah,
okay.
I don't really know what the name is, the title stuff. When they ask me, depending on what I'm doing, I make up one. But I kind of don't mind awkward Amazon goddess next door.
All right. That's too much for a business card, and frankly, too much for me to remember. I mean, I hit the wrong goddamn button to start this show off. I had to hit three things, and
Who has a business card? You think I'm that organized? I have a drink.
I you were drinking water earlier.
Mm.
It was in something different, telling tales out of school. You know who has business cards? I still have business cards. Uh, Mom, back in the day, went to a different country and she literally purchased business cards with my name on it, first and last, and then didn't stamp anything on it, didn't have anything else printed on it because I was between businesses. And then she gave me a stack of 500 or 1,000 of these goddamn things, and they literally just have my first and last name on them. You can't tell your mom, they don't. She goes, when you have a new business, just print it on there, print it on a printed card. Thanks, Mom. So yeah, business cards.
We love your mom.
Yes, certainly. Now, look, hey, how did you start off doing the comedy stuff first, or were you doing acting first? And what drew you to that?
Oh, I'm really a dancer. So yeah, you're welcome.
Until you outgrew boys or what?
Uh, yeah,
You're
yeah,
a dancer.
yeah. Because I was leading in social dance all the time. I can lead incredible. So yeah, I loved to dance. I wanted to dance, and that didn't work out because I wanted to be a ballerina. And by the time I was 8 years old, they were like, "You are already too big to be a ballerina," and I was like, and
Oh,
so, um,
sorry, kids.
uh, okay, I'm gonna think about kids now. And so I I truly was just like living my life, and my friends threw me into a comedy show, and
And
yeah,
that was
and
it.
so comedy was very interesting. Like I did, I did modeling, and then comedy, and then I was just like, I don't know if they think I'm funny here, so I was like, let me try some acting because they needed black actors, and I was like, I'm black and I can pretend sometimes if you give me a script. And
Nice.
so, to be quite frank, you know what? I did not get a role for that movie. I came on as
Is it because non-black actors took roles of?
I was just gonna be the pastor. Me, the past. I mean, if you want the world to blow up, make me the pastor. But yeah,
No, no. So you
I
didn't
was
start
a
off with a role. You
stylist.
started off doing. Were you doing makeup on that thing
I
first?
started off as a stylist. I
Stylist,
started
stylist.
off
I'm
as a
sorry.
stylist,
Okay.
and no, it's fine because we like I didn't really tell people this
Hmm.
because I went to the audition. I saw everybody at the audition, and so I'm giant sized, and we could not find a giant sized person to opposite me. And I was like, okay, well, here are all these other people that could go into this role. And they were like, well, you're trying to help us. And I was like, why wouldn't I? And they were like, okay, what else do you do? I said makeup and styling. And they were like, okay, we have a makeup artist come as our stylist. And then I got also makeup credit because there were lots and lots and lots of people
Oh yeah.
on that set, and so one makeup artist was not enough. And yeah, I moved my way up, and then got a role that they cut out. Um, but you see my back a couple of times.
I'm sure you're in the wedding thing. You're out there. You're doing your
I,
thing.
you were right. You were
Yeah, it's
right.
just like it's head, 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 Adora, head, head, head. I remember that. I saw it. I
Yeah,
watched.
yeah,
Uh,
I totally watched.
you, hey, do you want to talk about? Can you talk about the Story Hive stuff just now, or do you want to like leave that because it's up in the air, or it's in the ether,
I
or
mean, I'm happy to talk about it. I'm
okay?
happy to talk
Well, it's a
about it.
creative thing that you're trying to get off the ground, so like maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, I've been doing comedy 13 years, and in Calgary, sometimes they're mad at me because I get on the stage and I'm like, "My name is Statuesque, and I'm born racist and still living the racism dream in Calgary, Alberta, Canada." It's like the American dream, but black and Canadian like me. And they're like, "What? What? What?" And I'm like, "It's not because I think you're racist. I don't know you, but we
I
gonna
don't know
find
you
out tonight.
yet. Yeah, yeah.
But we gonna find out tonight." And
Now
so
the litmus test for racism can't be laughter.
ah,
You could just be having an
oh,
off. You could be having an off nights.
listen. Anti-racism is my cake. So if it
Why is
doesn't
that
matter
shirt
what I
stained,
say,
dude?
and I, it
Dude,
is,
why
it
is
is,
that?
it's coffee. It is coffee because I
Yeah, all
was
right.
wearing it and being cute. But yeah, so sometimes the night goes great and sometimes it doesn't. So I was like, okay, well, you're gonna have to find more stuff to do. And so I host, and I'm an accidental activist, and I'm also hosting a show called Living a Creative Life. And because
Yes.
I'm in that, I was like, maybe I can create something else that is a nod to my activism and comedy. And of course, it's going to be fashion because those are my three things. And so people don't think that they go together. And I'm just like, but I'm here. And so that's truly how I thought up this Story Hive stuff, which is basically comedy about activism. And it's called Organized. and it is a organization that is Black femme led or marginalized gender led, that is in a community center, and we have many interesting situations that happen. So, like anybody who thinks that organizing is a straight line, it's not linear in any way, shape, or form. Grassroots, even less. And, you get to meet a plethora of interesting people, uh, so many interesting situations. If Soros is giving out checks, hi, I'm waiting. I do. I have a mailbox and a bank account in PayPal. Please feel free.
And a last name.
So
Give me
yeah,
that cash. Sorry. Uh, there's also there's a fashion component in this show in this comedy thing, or is it just because you're there?
yeah. Well,
Don't point me over to the. I don't need to see the stained T-shirt. I don't need to see.
I have another one. I have a different one. It says black is a capital B. I have one that says be anti-racist. I have one that says I'm a delight, but I won't say that because I'm thinking of the children. But fashion is always a thing for me, Chancase. You know that. I always show up like, bam, here's an outfit. If you get the message, great. If you don't, great. But for sure, it's going to be in there, even if it's just like flippantly, or for sure, that I'm going to bring Nigerian people in traditional outfits. You know that I'm
All right.
going to bring indigenous people in regalia. You know I'm going to bring Caribbean people in like costumes for carnival and mask. Like I'm gonna do all those things, and then maybe have a mini skirt, maybe have yeah.
Okay. They get all the culturally appropriate stuff, and you get a mini skirt with
It's
a T-shirt
appropriate for
available.
me because I'm legs. Giantism is a thing.
Right. Okay. That's your. As soon as you're done with the statuesque, then you're like followed by legs. No, it's still her. She just hasn't left the stage yet.
Yeah.
Um, oh man. Oh, hey, to the keen-eyed viewer, you noticed I stretched and my back hurt a little bit because I did some work yesterday around the house. Not successful enough to hire a person around the house. That's for you guys. Okay. Uh, let me see. Hmm. Hmm. Why am I looking at my questions? You know, do you want to talk about? You didn't go. Did I get quiet for a second? Or you?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm
Okay.
listening.
You just
I'm
got like.
waiting.
You're like, I don't know if it's super appropriate for this show because this show is
Mm.
more like entertainment and like I don't know movies. But I kind of want to know a little bit about the movement,
Oh,
and that you are what are you, the generalissimo? What's the correct? You're the El Presidente, tallest
awkward
person.
goddess snacks. That I'm the president
Yes.
of Black Lives Matter YYC.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, did you vote? Was there a vote, or did you just be like, look, guys, no one is doing this. I got to do this. Let me do this.
Oh,
And
I
then you just took the
absolutely
slot. You
did
just took
not.
the top slot. Is
I
that what happened?
absolutely did not put myself here. I would never.
Okay.
There was a vote. There was a vote this
Nice.
year, but last year the national organization called me, and the first thing they said was, "You're really hard to find," and I was like, "Wonderful." And then they said, um, "Would you be willing to work on this campaign of Black Lives Matter, and
And you're
we
like,
fund
hell yes.
you?"
What city do I have to
They
be in? And
said,
you're like, your city. And
"Well,
you're like,
well,
Calgary? And you're like,
wow.
no. You're like,
Right? Right?
no. And they're like,
Are
the
they
other choice is
using it
Red Deer. And you're like,
now?
F no.
Listen, Black Lives Matter, Dubai. Let's get a yacht. I'm ready. I have a thong. It's been 19 years. It's been rough. I'm down for all of that. But yeah, they they were like, "Are you going to do this in the city?" And I said yes. And you know what? People might think that it's not appropriate, but it totally is because Black people are actors. They're in entertainment, and sometimes we are not. thriving and flourishing because of oppression. And uh like for instance, somebody had offered me to audition for a trans role, and I was like, but I'm not trans. And they were like, no, 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 but you are like what we want. And I was, but like, trans people need, like, it's a black trans person, so why wouldn't you get a black trans person to play it? And I tried to guide them in that, and it didn't necessarily happen. I feel like somebody who was cishet, but I know somebody who cishet played it, but it's part of my job as an actor, as a human, as an activist, to be like, hey, there's a better way to do this. There's a better way to do so where we can include everybody and it still be incredible.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I do that, quite frankly, on my show, Living a Creative Life, because I'm like, hey, well, we need more Black people. We need more deaf people, blind people, people who are disabled, people who are neurodivergent, people, and all super talented, all doing creative things, and all impactful in their communities just because they are existing and expressing themselves. And so, we, our production crew got interns that were in part indigenous,
Mhm.
so indigenous to Canada, but we also got somebody indigenous to Mexico this year.
Mhm.
We talk about difficult subjects because I can smile when we're talking about them. But I'm also informed. And so I think that for sure activism and being anti oppressive is definitely necessary in entertainment. I mean, the, the if
Yeah, there's
listen, if
definitely.
I show up to do the black role, it's way better than if you show up with blackface. So
Why would you call me out on blackface?
yeah,
Uh,
you didn't do blackface?
Never, never. There's. I
Yeah.
wish I had a picture, but there's a picture of me being Mr. T, B.A. Baracus from the A Team as a child, being like 13. My dad painted on a beard,
Mhm.
but just the beard and I guess goatee or whatever the hell he had.
Right, right,
Faux
right.
hawked it because I wasn't going to shave. And even at 13 or 12 or 13, I knew not to do blackface. So yeah, yeah. But just wore all of mom's jewelry. it was it was on. There's a picture that exists. I have to pull that out
Oh
one day.
my
I'll send it to our
goodness.
prime minister. Anyway, so now where were we? Um, we jumped around a little bit. I kind of wanted to know a little bit. I guess the real thing was sort of the movement. It felt like there were lots of people sort of in it, doing it. It felt easier a while ago, and like now harder. But also, I mean, that's the thing. People get tired. People get distracted, whatever. But is there this thing where people are like, "Oh, right, didn't we do that like last year? Isn't that solved?" I just wonder if people have that feeling. They're like, "No, we need a
Ooh,
new thing," because like what
yeah.
was it? 2 years ago, we solved ladies getting touched. We fixed that. That
Touch.
never will happen again.
Oop.
We handled Black Lives Matter. Now, what's the next thing
What's
that I
the
can
next one?
Instagram? That I can Instagram
Vaccine.
about?
Vaccinations is the next one.
Oh,
So,
right.
contentious situation.
But we
Um,
don't. But we don't have to go down this road. I I
yeah.
I do want to talk about that TV show and also congratulate you on you nominated for an Ampia. Is that what they? Is that what they?
Yeah. Yes.
Congrats.
I was
Um,
nominated best host for an Ampia. Shocked out of my mind.
you
Um,
were nominated tallest host in Southwest Calgary. Let's not blow it up. Let's not blow it up. I'm only saying this because I was going to audition for that part as well, but that's okay. I'm actually very happy. I'd already told you. I told you and I congratulated you, and I
you
told you I'm,
did.
I'm very happy that someone funny got it.
You did. Yeah, and like I can only imagine the outtakes over there because it has been a straight up learning curve for me. Day one, I had a phone where I was recording myself, and then they were cheating it, and then I was walking and on stairs, and I was like, please, like, what's happening here? But I'm still there, and it's incredible. I get to talk to so many people about so many different things, and like I'm an anth geek. My education is anthropology. I know that a lot of people don't necessarily know that, but cultural anthropology is also my gig. And
Oh,
so,
in that way, you're like the Mormons.
oh, the Mormons are going to be mad. And
You know,
so,
they don't watch this show because we're sponsored by chocolate, but they are very, very interested in where people come from, which is, I mean, it's interesting, but it's also like, okay, take it down a
mhm,
notch.
mhm,
Sorry.
mhm. And so, yeah, I love to talk about culture and people and what they're doing with their lives and how they express themselves and what they want to do traditionally and all those things. And now I get to add art to it. It's quite frankly a dream come true. It's living my best life, and it's very interesting because I auditioned the week that the murder of George Floyd was aired to the world, and I wasn't going to audition, but my community rallied around me. Ashley Sloan, thank you, because those are the two people who were like, we are going to record you and edit you and make you look good, and so now I'm here, and yeah, I get to quite frankly be cute, talk a lot, and then find out about people there's nothing better than I'm doing. And quite frankly, a lot of art is socially aware, socially impactful. And so, hi, I like
What's happened?
just
What
checking up
happened?
all the marks. I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
sorry. I
it
thought
was
you were
just
having
for
a
me.
stroke just for a hot second. I thought
I
there
squirreled.
was a mild stroke slash squirrel situation.
I don't do
No, no. Well,
people
art,
make
yeah.
noise when they stroke? I don't
I,
know.
I mean, I think they do. I don't know. I, I'm not going to go down a dark path and say I've only seen one happen. But anyway, um, no, no. Well, real art, obviously, real art is it pushes against all the all the pillars of whatever is running society, and that is usually they don't care about little people. So yeah, it's
So I show up.
yeah.
Ah!
So how long have you? How what season is the show on, or how many shows have you done? Do you know?
Yeah, we're gonna begin season three.
Okay.
We are almost finished, I think, episode 22. And so it's just the most amazing thing that I get to do. And next year we are planning well ahead of time rather than like, okay, we're gonna do this one and we're gonna do this one because we know
Okay.
it works.
Look again. Thank you for doing this show so last minute. All right, this wasn't up to me. Uh, thinly veiled, thinly
Yeah.
veiled jab.
So
Um, you
I
should
have so
on
many
the
great ideas.
on
Hmm.
the third season. You should actually start bringing some of the people back who you had in the first, second season, especially people who were like maybe you know um, maybe if they didn't know they were real artists or something. Just see if there's any like yeah, well, sort of where are they now? Because I bet you just being on the show has changed their frame of thing or how people look at them, or maybe it's got them more successful, or it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will watch every one of those episodes that friends are on. So just know that.
Hi, hello. So that I mean that brings us right to the place where boop.
Don't
Chingue is
boop me.
gonna be on my show. I booped,
Don't boop
booped,
me.
booped you.
Don't
Yeah.
boop me.
So you're gonna be on the show. Yeah, I'm voluntolding you. Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, you did say that, but then I'm just like, but will I? Hmm. We'll just keep that
I
up in
can
the
lift
air.
you up. I hope you know that.
I mean, you lift a lot of us up, Adora. You lift a lot. Not like Patrick Swayze, and
That's
not that way,
what I
but
meant.
certainly. Um, Hey, what's the next challenge? What's the next big thing you want to try and tackle?
Ooh. The next big thing I'm tackling is entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So, I mean, guess what's happening? Yeah, this is
Stop stained. How much? Okay, how much is that T-shirt? How expensive
it's
is that?
$35, and this is a
Less or more
stained.
expensive with coffee?
Oh, way more expensive with coffee.
Yeah, we know this has been worn. That brings a
By
special breed
me,
of yeah.
not just worn by
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yes. I'm also happy to style it for you. But yeah, it's $35. You
Just put
could
a
let
belt
me
on that
send
and
me
get out of
a
my
message.
face. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, you can send me a DM on my Instagram or email me or whatever, and we will get you a shirt. The website is pending, but I'm writing a play for Calgary on Purpose, and so I'm really excited about that because I'm a I'm I write monologues, I write passion pieces, I write articles. I have never written a play, so I'm writing a play now, and it's going well. It's probably not going
Congrats.
to be monumental, but I'm really happy about it, and I have a pretty direct message. It's about Black women. Whoo, shocking! So that's what I know about. So that's what I talk about, and also non-binary people, and just how community is important in Calgary. So the way that that's going to show up, you're going to see it's going to be interesting. I would also say that next year, I'm probably like, I want people to feel like they are making moves and changing and growing and doing things. So I want to do more events. I'm having a comedy show February 13th at Venue 308, and if there's a Black woman doing comedy in Calgary and area, please let me know. I'd love to see another one. Black people in general, BIPOC people, like, get at me because we don't see it very often in Calgary, and I think that that's necessary. And so I'm going to be working on that, trying to produce shows where BIPOC people, marginalized people feel like they have a voice and people want to hear what they have to say. And I'm going to try and stay it on the news. I'm going to try and do that. I would love to take a vacation. So if anybody wants to, support that, whatever fundraise for it, I would love to take a vacation. Because it's been a long time since, not just COVID related, but it's been a long time since I had a vacation, and I've been in this. Uh, I want to say I'm burnt out. I'm listing all these things I'm doing, and I'm like, I'm burnt out. But I'd love a vacation,
How do you
and
take a vacation? Sorry to interrupt, but it's one of the things I do. How do you take a vacation from yourself? Because when you say, "Oh, I'm an accidental this and this," it's because you had a thought and you were in a situation and you decided to share that thought, and that's how that happened. So how do you that you're literally talking about turning your brain off while there's some sun on your face, but it's like Calgary's one of the sunniest places on the planet, and
you
you're
are
not
right.
turning your brain off.
You were right. You were right. I need a beach, and I need water, and I need somebody hot. Um, and I have outfits. I have lots of outfits. Um,
Do you,
but for me, for me to do so, quite frankly, like, if I'm just, I, I love to be with myself. I'm kind of an introvert. People don't know that. So I truly would just go to, like, the beach and just look out into the water, read some books, avoid social media at all costs, and OFA. It's probably not for the kids, but yeah, OFA.
okay. Um, what the hell does OFA stand for? You can say it. I'm allowed one swear per show, and my producer's not here.
Orgasms for all. It's not even a
Oh,
swear. Marginalized genders and anti-racist first.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I mean, I would have, but then I'd be napping through this, so let's save that for later. And I'd also have to write apology notes because I always have to write notes after. Like, look, I'm so
It's at the
sorry.
beach, Chingaze. It's at the beach. It's not right now.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that
no,
the way?
wherever it is.
Yeah.
Do any meditation? You try that? Any
Oh
new
yeah.
age feel goodery nonsense? You try that?
Oh, I'm into the yoga. I'm into the downward dog. I stretch. I have a chiropractor. I have a massage therapist. I do all that stuff.
Okay. I meant
I
more going
love
into your brain, but okay.
pizzas. I love, yeah, no, I think that meditation is fantastic. Quite frankly, I think that people wouldn't believe that I'm good at it because I talk a lot, but I'm incredible at it. And I try to do it in the morning, and I for sure do it at night to get to sleep, or else the brain just keeps the squirrel.
Yeah, there it is. Um, I've gotten some messages over Messenger.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to still say it's Facebook, like why or whatever. You
Meta.
know, Meta, ugh, as in we're mining your metadata. Why would you go with that name? What a dumb. Why it could be anything.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
They could have just called it Face. If they could have called it Book. Hey, on the book, and we'd call it that. Some of us would.
Yeah, yeah.
But someone just said, "Hey, great interview, Adora," but they sent me the message. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you send me the message and not post it here, and also leave me out of it? Um, let me see. I think we're. I don't know, man. I'm starting to run out of questions over here. Um, yeah. No. Okay. So the stand up show. How many comedians do you want on it? And is there also going to be a musical component, or is it just like people talking at you?
Right. So I do want music. I would love a spoken word. There will be a 360 photo booth there. There's going to be food. Uh, I mean, the hope is that there's three comedians. It's not going to be just talking at you. It's on a Sunday, so it's
So are
before
you going to be
the.
emceeing, or are you one of the three comedians?
I'm I I'm the comedian. I'm oh wow. I'm I'm
No,
the
I did.
headliner.
Okay, so it's three plus you, or is it like two plus you?
Two
Two
plus
plus you. Okay,
me,
okay,
and
okay. Gotcha.
hopefully a host
Yeah, yeah.
is
You need a host.
gonna be, yeah.
You need a
And
host.
so yeah, I just really wanted to like do something that was out of the ordinary, have some fun. And Valentine's Day is never a fun day for me. It's never been fun. So I was just like, I'm gonna do something fun and forget about VD.
Lovely. I've forgotten that we refer to it as that. Um, oh, hey, happy Diwali, everyone. I believe
Happy
today or
Diwali!
tomorrow is Diwali. So, yeah, I'm not going to do the hands because that's appropriating, even though I am at least 25% Indian. Uh,
This is excitement for deaf people. This is like,
is that what it is?
yay!
Do you know what
Yes.
this is?
What? No.
That
Nope.
that's farting. Doesn't matter. I don't know why.
Like, what
Almost
did
in
they
every language I know, just a bit of rudeness. Why is that?
find?
Why is my brain open to that nonsense?
Hmm.
Um, hey, you want to talk about dating at all?
Like, cause VD, like,
Yeah. Why? First of all, why is that day bad for you? Because you're from here. Are you not just Canadian born? Are you like you're Cal? Are you not Calgarian?
I'm
That's what
Calgarian.
I thought. That's what I
Ah,
thought. Versus me, I got here when I was 9. Fat, short, weird name. Uh, I, I didn't get those uh, venereal disease cards. I didn't get those.
fat, tall, weird name. And like, I used to do like traditional Nigerian hairstyle, so I had like threading, so they called me like Medusa. Listen, every year
That's very
those
creative.
cards.
Some
Oh,
kids are
I'm
very
going to.
creative.
Yeah,
Sometimes, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Hats off to them.
Yeah, so every year somebody would like prank me and pretend that they liked me, and I try to be kind. I try to be nice. So it always ended up bad. I don't think I've had a mediocre Valentine's. I have not had a nice Valentine, I haven't had a great Valentine's. Usually I'm single. Apparently I'm a miserable bitch. And so that's, I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe I'm too tall. So like I have these
It's
kinds of
a
shoes
it's a
and
little
people are
off-putting.
like, why are you wearing these? And I'm like, can you see that? What you mean? Why don't I deserve this?
You can wear
And
those, but you got to wear them in a ditch.
only
Wear
with
the hell
you.
out of them.
Only with you.
All right. Stay out of the ditch with me. You don't want to be down here in the ditch with all my miserable thoughts. Uh,
Yeah,
you're
I
better than
love
that.
dating. I'm newly dating again. I feel like so I have to tell there's
Is this how you, what is, I'm newly dating. What did you do with your hands?
I
It was something
I'm
rude.
speaking with my hands.
You're like,
I'm
I'm
a hand
newly, okay, as a boy, just let you know, don't grab at it. Don't be so grabby. No, never punching. Never
talker.
punching.
Okay, big hands.
Just be nice
Apparently
to
that's
it.
not a good thing either. But I I have always I I I younger men love me. And so I keep being like, okay, finishing school is over. You go find somebody to go help you. I would like an adult. So zaddies, please apply. I'm closer to 50 than I am to 30. And when I say closer to 50, I mean like under 4 years.
Ooh,
And
congrats.
I would really just love somebody who is emotionally mature and happy to be weird with me. You must love blue. We're Crips over here. I don't really. I'm pretty sure the Crips don't know that I said anything like that, but
Yeah.
um, we are not associated. Had what TM? We're not associated like that. But the
If my
blue is
producer,
marketing.
if my producer was here, he would have frozen us out a
What is,
second
I'm
ago.
sorry.
There's a
I'm
tape
sorry.
delay, and then
But
he could have like
Crips,
boop.
Crips,
But then I'm
Crips,
also.
nothing
Why
is
do you
family.
keep saying? Why
But
do you
yeah.
keep saying it? Um, this was the first episode. I was very proud I hadn't brought up Hitler, but now, you know what I mean? It's happened again.
You're welcome.
God damn it!
Yeah, and I'm tall. And here's the thing about tall is stop telling me that I know. It's normal for me. It's
You
normal.
you
And
don't
then
like
I do
hearing that.
this.
You don't like hearing. Oh man, you're tall.
No, it's not that I don't like hearing it. It's that when you people tell me, I know it's
You
because they're
people.
upset. Not
Jesus
you people.
Christ.
I
All
mean,
right.
day one. Chinkies, day
I
one. Every day since.
I find I find it disarms people if you just go in and you just like push and then it cracks and then
Um,
lifelong
I don't
friends.
know. Do you feel like I was disarmed? I feel I was like, oh, hi! So
I don't know about your
wish
eye
I
line
could
there.
have gone louder because
I don't
I
know
was
about
like,
your.
oh, he noticed. Here are my shoes and my anti-racism shirt.
um, no, I do find it. I do find it. It disarms people and relaxes them after if you just go in like real hard with whatever it is, and then yeah, but as long as you also aim it at yourself a bit, and I totally do. After this, I'm going to color my hair. To I have to play something next week that isn't
Stop
as
it!
old as
Stop
this,
it!
so
Stop it!
you know
No, you listen.
where.
Everybody here, I want you to know Chingaze is beautiful. He keeps playing like he's not. He is talented. He keeps playing like he's not. He's super funny. Maybe not so much for the stand-up stage, but hilarious.
How
And the
dare
only
you?
reason maybe not for the stand-up stage, only because listen, kind of hard to follow. Like I'm
I'm definitely the
following.
Roy. I'm the Roy Orbison of comedy.
I love you so much, but I don't know if everybody gonna follow you and people will be like, he made me feel foolish. No, you're foolish. And so yeah, I
I'm
love
gonna.
you. You know, I love you. I also love your partner. We're not gonna say their name.
We're not
So
allowed to
yeah.
in the house. I I have to call her
Listen,
sir.
I know they love me too, and so
True enough.
I'm I'm just looking for one of those kind of happy situations and money.
And money. Look, you can't have it all. You can have almost all of it. I'm living proof of that. Um, you know what? I feel like the show is at that time of like, this is where if my producer was here and I was organized, we would show some photos or play some damn thing. But that's not what's
Oh,
happening.
which do you want a photo? I feel like I have a photo.
You'd have to see, look here. You'd have to email it to me. I'd have to like post it on the thing, which I don't know how to do. I have photos of
I don't
you.
know. Like, why
I
are you
got.
trying to do this thing like I am professional or know how to do
Oh
something?
no, I'm saying I'm not.
There's the auntie. Just
Nice. I mean, there it
anybody
is.
looking for an auntie, there's the auntie. I promise I'll be appropriate at family gatherings,
Right.
but
Uh,
never anywhere else.
this has turned into a weird dating show. I'm starting to get uncomfortable. At least I think that's what this feeling is. I'm so old, I don't know anymore. Um, what do, I don't know why you're wiggling your, just make it just this. That's it. Ooh, God damn it. I did hurt my back a little bit. Why was I trying to do things? Uh, listen, Miss Adora, this has been a delight, an absolute delight speaking to you. And very, very kind of you to join us, spit wisdom, um, tell the boys out there that you're dating. Um, how many different designed shirts do you have, by the way, for sale? How many right now?
Oh,
Don't show them. Don't just tell me. If
no,
you could
I
say
have
five, I'd be like, oh, holy shit, five's a
I
lot.
have one at this moment. By the
Coffee
time we're
stained,
live, we're gonna have 4 different shirts.
right?
Yeah.
Small suggestion, and this is yours for free. Different types of stains on the different shirts, and then it becomes interactive as they become scratch and sniff.
Wine.
The
We're gonna
kids
have a
can just
wine
be
one.
like, was
Red
that a
wine.
Merlot? They're like, is that a
Mm-hmm.
Merlot? I don't know.
Water.
Water doesn't
Yeah.
stain a lot, not on
You don't know.
t-shirts.
You don't know. You don't know.
Okay,
I could work it out.
all right. I got faith in you. Anyway, so thank you. Now listen, before I'm gonna end this nonsense, and then you stick around, and I'm gonna try and remember what my producer says, which is basically, if you have any complaints about Chingues, please just
Oh.
send them to him. That's usually what he does. Um, so where do the kids find you on the Instas and on the Facebook? What's it under?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Facebook, I'm Adora Nwofor, Adora, and like Nancy, WOF, like Frank, OR. On Instagram, I'm at Statuesse, STATUESSE. On Twitter, I am at Annalilia, ANALILLEA. Yeah, I've been saying
Why?
that. Yeah,
Why not? Oh, all
yeah. Why
right.
not Chingaze?
Why not a
I tried,
similar?
but you said that there was like a marketing thing that you weren't really down for. So next time.
People have stolen my name in the past. They always ask me later, the sons of bitches. Okay, so that's it. Just much like the intro, which I didn't work on, I sure as hell didn't work on an outro. So I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching, guys. Next Talent Talk's probably Wednesday. There'll be a guest. I might be there. It's probably Gary. It's probably Gary. So things will work. And then I think I'm here on the 17th to interview a human person. Once again, thank you for watching. And thank you, Miss Adora, for hanging out with me and chatting near me and sometimes over my head.
It's been a pleasure. I love to be with you. Take care. Bye bye.
Ciao.